If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey, yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? Welcome back. It's Sunday, I know. It's Sunday, I know. It's Sunday, I know, but it's okay. We gonna make this shit go. We gonna make it work, man. Don't you worry. Don't you fret. GMS fam, the green room. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all been having a good weekend so far? That's what I want to know first and foremost. Y'all been having a good weekend? Everything cool with y'all? How's y'all family doing? How are you doing? Normally, you know, we like to take a chill time on the weekend, but I had to talk about this, man, because these are the things that happen to us as black men a lot in this country, man, and I feel like this is something that we continue to have to deal with and have to try to talk our way and deal our way through and try to explain, even though it's pretty clear what be happening. But first and foremost, before I get to the topic, man, you know we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well. Shout out to my GMS fam. Type in the chat where you're from. Where are you tuning in from, man? Shout out to City. Shout out to Aries, Baby G, Ronald, Harris, Kid, Gravity, Nate, Kush, Wilt stumbling in the building. Glow is here. Thislamic is here. Big J is here. What's going on, man? So, Jonathan Majors, all right? Jonathan Majors, the man who I'm pretty sure a lot of people's first real glimpse at his artistry, him being an actor, well, for me, I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but for me, was The Harder They Fall, which was an incredible film. He starred in that. He was the lead actor in that film. He played that role very well, and he was a very, very dope character in that. And then from there, we saw him elevate his game in other films. He went on to be in the new Ant-Man and Wasp, Quantumanium, or I forgot what the name was, but he just starred in that movie, and also now starring in Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. Now, with all these things going on and him becoming a star at this moment, everybody getting in tune with who he is, and, you know, of course, you know, the celebrity crush for all the women and I guess some men out there, but just building that notoriety, then all of a sudden, the crushing allegations come by that this man was involved in a domestic. And this is what TMZ reported as soon as it was found out that he was arrested. Here's what TMZ said. He said, here's what allegedly happened in the lead up to this. Per our law enforcement resources, police were told that the alleged victim is Major's girlfriend, who is also a Caucasian female. Just gonna put that out there. And according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. Our sources say police were told the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors, and she confronted him, trying to sneak a peek at his phone. We're told the alleged victim / girlfriend claims this got Majors mad and that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. We're also told the alleged victim claims he put his hands around her neck during this. Our sources say the woman was dropped off somewhere and that Jonathan Majors spent the night elsewhere. It appears the girlfriend went to the police the following morning, Saturday, and reported the crime. Now, that is what we know about this situation. So when the news broke, naturally, social media went into a frenzy, a shitstorm, if you will. All the women that put Jonathan Majors now in their top 5 of sexiest men and celeb crushes are now, oh my God, I can't believe he put his hands on a woman. I can't believe he strangled her. I can't believe. Now, naturally, that is a reaction you'll get, especially if, this was something that was proved to be true. But when everybody found out about what happened, it was all allegations. There was no actual proof. But leave it to the internet to already crucify somebody, especially a black man, when allegations come around. And we'll get more to those allegations in a second. But this is what they were reporting at first, right? Now, speaking of social media, these are the things I'm talking about right here. Some of the first tweets that you see are from accounts with the names of angry black women and other obvious accounts with black women that run them or possibly run them. We don't know. It's probably bots. But saying things like, I seriously hope Jonathan Majors' victim is okay and has a support system because the disregard she's going to get from people that care more about their crush on him or his celebrity is going to be horrific. Another one saying, I'm not surprised about Jonathan Majors because men being violent don't surprise me, but I truly did not expect all of this. Like, he really had the public so fooled and played up the soft, masculine, emotional man. That was on purpose. These tweets, these posts, see, I know they're just tweets. I know they're just posts, but listen, when they get pushed through the algorithms, these type of posts, these type of narratives push the narrative. These are the things that they help push the narrative before any proof of anything is out there, right? And it's crazy because the allegations will make their rounds around social media all day long. Thousands and thousands and thousands of tweets, think pieces, videos, and on social platforms, all these people talking about it. And then as soon as the news comes out that the story got recanted, because that's what just happened a few hours ago, the story has been recanted, and there's been 2 statements written by the alleged victim saying that this is not what happened. This is the statement that Jonathan Majors' legal team just released. It says, Jonathan Majors is completely innocent. We are quickly gathering and presenting evidence to the district attorney with the expectation that all charges will be dropped imminently. Priya Chandra or whatever, Majors' attorney, I don't know how to say that last name, said in a statement Sunday. She said the evidence includes video footage from the vehicle where the alleged assault occurred, witness testimony from the driver and others who both saw and heard the episode, and most importantly, 2 written statements from the woman recanting these allegations. The NYPD is required to make an arrest in these situations, and this is the only reason Mr. Majors was arrested. We expect these charges to be dropped soon. So, as you read in the first story, right? The first story that was put out to TMZ, the most egregious platform that is to ever exist, TMZ, is that they had the altercation in the car. But the one thing we didn't see when people were putting up the allegations and putting up the fact that he got arrested for domestic was the fact that, oh, well, there was somebody in the car. There surely should be witness testimony, right? There surely should be some evidence that we can wait for to make sure that there's proof of what actually happened, because she was in the car, they were in public, and clearly this is something that happened, right? I'm going to see how many people talk about this, because we have countless amounts of these different instances of people being falsely accused of things, and it usually stems from somebody being scorned and hurt by some shit, and they want to get the upper hand or try to hurt somebody worse than how they hurt them. How you think this played out? Let me give you a scenario. They sit in the back seat of a taxi. She looks over his shoulder, sees him texting another girl, or another girl texting him. Him being Jonathan Majors was probably like, yeah, so what? I'm just giving you this scenario. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that this is something that people should do. I'm just saying this could be the possible reason. Yeah, so what? I mean, women hit me up all the time. I'm a big movie star. I can't help it. It just happens. What? This just happens? No, this doesn't happen to me. Ah! Now, I'm not saying that's exactly how it, but we all know when a woman is scorned and when she's vengeful, things just happen. Things come out. Things are said. I've literally seen with my own eyes a woman hitting her head on the drywall while my homie was sitting there just on the couch with his hands on his head like, bro, do you see this? I'm like, bro, you should get out. We should get out. All because a nigga either didn't want her or she found out some shit. The crazy lengths that some people will go to and here's the more fucked up thing. When these allegations drop, it's not only just social media that can't wait for the proof to be dropped. It's these corporations who pay these people money and get these people on ads and commercials who will drop you without the fucking proof either. There should be some type of legal repercussions from that. I'm sure people sue for that or somehow try to sue for that. I don't know how, but people stop playing your commercials. They did it with Ja. They act like Ja was shooting that baby Blicky in the club. All he did was pull that shit out for 1 second, put it down. They made it seem like this man was shooting in the club. It don't make sense to me how they treat these situations before things come to a conclusion, like the way that they treat black men specifically in these situations. They wasn't playing his commercials. John Morant he got his commercials taken down quickly. Who was it? Powerade or Gatorade? One of those entities. They don't wait for nothing. It don't matter if you were proven innocent. People's livelihoods get destroyed behind false allegations. You see it with Michael Irving, how he lost out on a big bag trying to do Super Bowl because some random lady at a hotel claimed that he was harassing her, sexually harassed or assaulted her. And they got camera footage to show that didn't happen. Now we waiting on camera footage, car footage from the taxi and other statements. Like, the people who bring up false accusations need to get the same or need to be threatened with the same time as a person who would actually do the crime would get. So if you falsely accuse me of sexual assault or rape or any of that, you falsely accuse me of that, you need to face the same exact time that a person who actually did it would get. I feel like that alone will make people think twice before they want to get on some false accusation shit or they feel like they want to try to ruin somebody's life. Because it's so easy to just put out a statement or to put out an accusation and have somebody's name slandered through the mud on social media because of who they are, people feel the need to do some shit like that. Now, Speaking of false act, I just want to give y'all some examples, because there's been a few people who have been accused of certain things, and the media isn't trying to pick up their stories the same way they did everybody else. Now, of course, the person that always gets used as a domestic abuse punching bag, Chris Brown, he had a woman falsely accuse him of the big R word, and when he proved that didn't happen, nobody talked about that. As a matter of fact, nobody talked, and I swear to God on my life, I said this on this very platform. I said, because of the fact that people are going to sweep under the rug that the person that falsely accused him did what she did, people are going to continue on with the narrative that he's a monster, that he's abusive, that he's this and that, because they're not going to, first of all, they're not going to care about the fact that it was a false accusation. They're only going to care about, well, he did this in the past already. Because that's what they tried to do with Jonathan. As soon as this story came out, bro, people all of a sudden, motherfuckers came out the woodworks talking about, well, you know, back in 2020, I was doing I was on set with Jonathan, and he was a pretty horrible person. He wasn't very nice. You know, he's a little bit of an asshole. Shut the fuck up. You know how many stories we hear of movie stars being assholes on the set? But y'all want to put that out there to try to push the narrative. Like I just seen another person talking about, yeah, well, just because she recanted her statement, think about this logic right here. You don't have any proof. You just got an allegation, and you got somebody who was arrested because you're supposed to arrest somebody. It's standard that the NYPD, they're required to arrest somebody in these situations. Because he got arrested and there's an allegation out there, you immediately accuse him, you immediately demonize him, right? And then when they start putting out actual statements and trying to talk about the fact that he's innocent and about to give you proof of that, it's, oh, well, we can't just disregard everybody else's stories, because when one person has multiple allegations against them, one of those allegations must be true. But we're not talking about multiple allegations of sexual assault. We're talking about people who said that this guy was an asshole or wasn't very nice to them on set. Two totally different things. You cannot take those two and equate them. They're not the same at all. And to try to use that to justify a sexual assault, that's brain dead activity. Did y'all hear about Justin Roiland? Y'all know who Justin Roiland is? Justin Roiland is the voice and co-creator of the hit show Rick and Morty. All right? Justin Roiland was accused by his ex-girlfriend of domestic abuse. Immediately after he was accused of this crime, Rick and Morty severed ties with this nigga. Imagine being the voice and co-creator of a hit TV show, literally a show that would not do shit without you. You're that nigga. You're Rick and Morty, the literal name of the show. And they said, because of this allegation, hey man, we're gonna have to sever ties with you. Only to have come out to prove that what was being accused did not happen. And it's been proven in the court of law. This is a statement from Justin Roiland that was posted March this year on the 22nd, 4 days ago. After everything was done in court, he said, with the caption, "Justice, I have always known that these claims were false. Excuse me. And I never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded even partially is shameful. However, Now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name. Let me ask y'all a question. When we talk about the mental aspect of these things happening to people, men do not get considered in this case. I don't think people understand what happens to you mentally when somebody falsely accuses you of something heinous, whether it be domestic violence, sexual abuse, whatever the case may be. It is a toll. And the fact that you're a man, you are sitting there supposed to feel like you're not supposed to have feelings about it. You're taught basically by society to move forward because you are a man. The emotional and traumatic consequences that come with it are never dealt with. This is a man who is going to have to deal with this because not everybody's going to see this. Not everybody's going to know that this case was dropped. Not everybody's going to pay attention because they only pay attention to the fuck shit that gets sensationalized. So he has to come out and try to revamp his not even revamp his career, but try to move through society. Even though he knows what happened didn't happen, there's still going to be that cloud over his head. There's still going to be those people who don't know that the shit got dropped, who still feel in their eyes that he is some type of a domestic abuser. Let's talk about Rex Orange County. See, I know a lot of black men get accused, falsely accused, and I know a lot of black men have served a lot of time being falsely accused. But I'm letting people know right now I'm an unbiased motherfucker, and I see that it's happening to men. There's a war on men happening out here. Rex Orange County is a white artist from London. I think he's from London, from the UK. Yeah, he's from the UK somewhere. And he was accused last year, I believe, by a young lady saying that he sexually assaulted her and said that he did it multiple times during the day. It made it seem like she was like falsely imprisoned or like she was held against her will, all types of shit. And immediately the internet went to demonizing this man and tried to go to, oh, I can't believe this. He did blah, 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 all this other shit. Didn't wait for due process. Didn't wait for the facts to come out. Didn't wait for any of that. Immediately demonized this man. He had to cut his world tour short. A world tour, not just some random state to state tour. He was on a world tour selling out amphitheaters. This kid right here was selling out amphitheaters around the world, and a false accusation stopped all of that. So now he had to release a statement. This was back in December. This was a couple days after my birthday, actually. Released a statement saying, today all charges against me have been dropped. The Crown Prosecution Service reviewed the evidence and decided that there is no merit in this case going to trial. Not guilty verdicts were entered to all the charges. I have always denied these allegations and am grateful that the independent evidence has cleared me of any wrongdoing. I have never assaulted anyone, and I do not condone violence or abuse behavior of any kind. I would like to clarify some details around what I was accused of, as I have not been able to address this until now, and inaccuracies about the case have circulated. I was wrongly accused of touching someone one evening on their leg, neck, back, and bottom. That led to 6 charges of sexual assault. Think about this. Somebody accused him of touching them on their leg, neck, back, and butt. And that led to 6 individual charges of sexual assault. The only evidence against him was the individual's account. The only evidence against him was the accusation. However, CCTV footage obtained by the police contradicted their version of events. Their partner was also present throughout the evening in question and gave a statement to the police which did not support the allegations against me. AKA the bitch boyfriend was with them the entire time. And even the bitch boyfriend said, nah, that didn't happen. Are they reporting that? Do you think I've seen any headlines, any news articles talking about this? No. And there was CCTV footage of it. But this man got crucified and has had his entire world tour stopped. Once again, think about the traumatic repercussions that come with it and what motherfuckers will have to deal with after that. It is insane. Rapper Lil Mosey just did the same shit. It was kind of like a situation with the Kai Cenat shit. Matter of fact, Kai Cenat wasn't even the one that was being accused, but because he was the big guy, he was the most popular guy, he was the celebrity, they drug his name through the mud, making it seem like he was supposed to be on some Superman shit that night. Like he was just supposed to know that one of his homeboys was just gonna go upstairs and try something with a girl that was drunk. How am I supposed to know this? How am I supposed to prevent that other than having some type of previous knowledge that it may have happened or that it was going to happen? Niggas don't think about this shit. Lil Mosey had the same situation. It was a girl who apparently was having sexual relations with the rapper at first. Then afterwards, either he dispersed or he got done dealing with the girl after he busted his nut. Then all of a sudden, one of his friends must have ended up having sexual relations with the girl, and now all of a sudden she's accusing everybody of the big R. Insane, ain't it? Very weird. Hey, shout out to Willie Rouse. Hold the F up. Willie Rouse just sent $105 to the Cash App. Hey, yo, hold up. Put the hand claps in the chat, man. Put the hand claps in the chat for Willie Rouse. Big man, you ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. I appreciate you, brother. Man, these niggas, these some real niggas out here, man. Shout out to Willie Rouse, also a member of the GMS show. You can become a member by hitting the join button below this video, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate you. Now, in this Jonathan Major situation, the only thing we can sit back and do is wait for more of the evidence to come out. They said there's going to be some type of footage from the vehicle. There's also going to be the two statements from the woman in question who did accuse him of allegedly assaulting her. So we will see. I'm tired of the false accusation bullshit. I'm tired of people losing opportunities due to somebody saying something. I think after having so many instances where there has been a lot of false accusations against people, that these companies and that these platforms and that these different entities should actually wait before they drop somebody. Everybody's got so used to cancel culture that they call for people to be canceled, or they call for people to be dropped, and to have these platforms stop working with them before they find out the actual facts behind the shit. And point blank period, people have ruined what could have been something that could have actually got fuck niggas out the paint. If you wanted to make cancel culture, get the people that's actually doing something in a negative way to try to bring society down, regardless of what race, what gender, what sexuality, what sex they identify as. If there's anybody out here who is trying to fuck up the ecosystem and trying to make this world a worse place, those are the ones who need to be canceled. I'm not with the bullshit of false accusations. I'm not with, oh, he said something I didn't like, so let's get him out of here, AKA the comedians of the world. I'm not with none of that. If there's people out here that make it a point to try to coerce the minds of society to try to make people worse than what they were the day before, We need to get those people out of here. Now, speaking of getting people out of here, Troy Ave, like, or not even that. I'm not gonna speak on Troy Ave yet. Let's keep it on the false accusations. Let's keep it on the false accusations. Now, I don't know if this is a false accusation or not, but it's leaning towards that, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's the good thing about being somebody who's objective. I'm not somebody who is definitive about some things about shit I don't know. It's all an opinion, and if I end up right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So be it. But when I'm looking at how things play out and I'm looking at things behind the scenes of what's really going on, then you start to form a more informative opinion about certain shit. Now, Judge Joe Brown was recently put on blast by social media because actress Sheryl Lee Ralph, the mother from Moesha, and also playing on Abbott Elementary as a teacher, she says that 25 years ago, she was sexually assaulted by a famous TV judge, with network executives witnessing the attack but asked her to stay silent to avoid bad press. She said, "This man walked in, grabbed me by the back of my neck, turned me around and rammed his nasty ass tongue down my throat. Everybody at the network saw it." All right. Now, everybody went and assumed it was Judge Joe Brown. To which Judge Joe Brown had to release a statement and say, "There are accusations against me that I vehemently deny." And he also was replying to a lot of people in this situation saying, it's weird how these allegations come up now when I'm running for mayor. And I had no idea that this man was running for mayor. Didn't anybody else know that? I don't know if anybody else pays attention to old Joe Brown, but apparently he's running for mayor. And Miss Sheryl Lee Ralph's husband is in Congress. He's a politician. I don't know because they're saying this happened 25 years ago. Somebody made a good point because I'm starting to make this point now too. We are in the age of cancel culture. We're in the age of calling people out for things that they did years ago. Women being more comfortable to share their stories and experiences to try to help the next woman be more comfortable to share their experiences. Why? Why now, out of all times, does this story come out in the midst of somebody running for mayor? It raises eyebrows. It raises questions. It makes you think, And it's not even necessarily about disregarding victims or victim blaming or anything like that. I'm not disregarding her story. I'm just saying it's very, very weird timing. And now, because of the heat that came back on him, mind you, she did not name the person. She didn't name him. So it's all speculation. But because social media works the way that it works, the allegations fell on top of his head. And while he's responding to them, he also said that he was going to bring up defamation suits. Now, this person that tweeted this, I don't know if they got the tweet right because he's a judge. So I'm pretty sure he knows the laws behind defamation suits. He cannot sue Sheryl Lee Ralph for defamation because she did not name him. I think he's talking about suing for defamation the people that are putting it on him. That's what I think he means. because there are people out there that are putting his name and putting his face and attaching it to sexual assault and putting him in a situation that he for sure doesn't want to be in while running for mayor. Very odd timing. And I wanted to make sure that I talked about this because they're not talking about it from those different angles. Everybody hears a allegation, sees one on the internet, and starts talking about that. They don't ever try to think about the ins and outs of it. But as the story develops, I will be here to let y'all know what's going on. Now, look at this, man. Troy Ave has released an album called Dear Hater, aimed at Taxstone, who was just found guilty of manslaughter, possession of a weapon, assault, all types of shit. Troy Ave wasted absolutely no time to do this.
About some fictitious him slipping and falling with the guns. He doing all sorts of reactions. That's how you know that shit's fabric. You can't do this. He was saying. He said the mother described it as a violent spooning. What kind of weirdo shit is that?
Hey, fuck nigga, what you mad about? Nigga. Every time you see me, I got bands. Nigga. Every car you see me in a dash. Nigga. I'm trying to leave the streets already seen how it is.
That was that. And then, yeah. So, I would like to know what y'all think about that. I want to know how y'all feel about that. Because a lot of people, you know, of course they try to call Troy Ave a snitch, you know, because he took the stand. But I've talked about my thoughts on that. I think that, you know, for one, I don't blame him. Because, and let me tell you why. When I actually did my research behind this situation, I found out that there was actually no reason for their beef other than the fact that Taxstone just didn't like Troy Ave in the way that he rapped. He didn't like his music. He didn't like Troy Ave. That's the basis. That's the foundation of their beef. It wasn't no, you know, they had some street beef where something happened in the hood. This person took his friend's life and then the retaliation and, you know, all types of shit. Nah, niggas didn't run up on one another and put hands on them. It was some entertainment shit is what it looked like. But then it got real when niggas was talking other shit, street shit. Now, if I'm Troy Ave, and I've said this before, if I'm Troy Ave, and a person has a problem with me and they're going out of their way to talk about me and disrespect me, and I'm only on the defense replying to the things that they're saying about me, and then we end up being in the same room because this person knew I was going to be there. It wasn't that I was looking out for him. It wasn't that I was trying to, you know, wait to see where he was going to be to pop up on him. He had obligations to be at that club. He had obligations to perform at Irving Plaza. And then Tax went in there to start some drama. And then not only did he go in there to start some drama, but Troy Ave's good friend decided, or Troy Ave's good friend got killed because of the altercation that ensued. And then 2 other people ended up getting shot because of the retaliation of what ensued. So if I'm Troy Ave, and a person went out of their way to do all this shit to me, nobody can dictate my response or how I handle the situation. And then on top of that, to not try to do it off the bat, which he could have, he totally could have. Troy Ave could have went straight to authorities and gave his statement and said, this will really happen, blah, blah, blah. What made him do it was a letter to the judge, which you heard in that video back there. It was a letter to the judge that Taxstone had wrote to talk about how Troy Ave was a bad guy. He's this and that. Basically trying to make him go under the jail to try to give him a lesser sentence. And with that, you're playing the game now. regardless of how you feel about the situation, now you're playing the game. You're writing a letter to the judge to try to make sure this person doesn't get a fair chance in their trial. This person is going to make sure that you don't fuck their life over because they don't like you. We talking about two people who do not like each other. So you can call Troy Ave a snitch. You can call him a rat, whatever you want to call him. It's fair game for it all. I'm not going to judge a guy for his reaction to what somebody started. At the end of the day, Taxstone started it, but it's also sad on the other coin that Taxstone had to give it all up over some shit that really didn't matter. His opinion of another rapper really didn't matter enough for him to go out and seek to end his career, his livelihood. It's a shame. Taxstone was going to be one of the top podcasters on Joe Budden, Joe Rogan type, you know what I'm saying? Like for hip hop, for our culture, that was something that Taxstone was on his way to do. And it's sad that it had to end that way. It's sad that it took this situation for it to be, you know, the ending chapter of his run. You know what I'm saying? So it's fucked up. It's fucked up how it went. And I don't like these situations. I don't condone them. I feel like the street shit was a myth before that nigga Troy Ave was even talking about that shit. It shouldn't take a bunch of street shit to happen to you for you to realize, oh, well, this street shit is a myth. Nah, niggas want to try to live the street life and try to use it to boost their careers. And then when the streets come to them and knock on their front door and start affecting their lives, then the streets is a myth. No, we need to understand that right off the bat. Then we won't be in fucked up situations. And that's the realness of that situation. Now, this is what I want to do with y'all, man. Because it's Sunday. I'm not finna hold y'all long. I'm finna spark this joint. But there was a conversation that came up, and I want to do a vote right now. I want to do a vote. I want y'all to participate in the vote with me. The conversation of who will win in a versus battle between 50 Cent and Lil Wayne came up. And that's the posed by DJ Envy and other people. And we've had a very good conversation surrounding that topic. Now, I'm going to ask y'all. I'm going to put up a poll right now. I'm going to put up this poll. I'm going to ask y'all, who will win in a versus battle? We going to go 50 Cent or Lil Wayne? Boom. I'm putting up the poll right now. I need y'all to vote. Vote right now. Let me know. Who do y'all got in a versus battle? This conversation came up. A lot of people are talking about it. I need to know. We got 8 votes in so far. What y'all got? 10 votes so far. Holy. Keep voting on that thing. Keep voting on it. Oh, we got Lil Wayne in here going crazy with the 70%. 70% to 30%. Y'all ain't got the faith in 50? Y'all ain't got the faith. Y'all better act like 50 got some hits now. Now, I'm not saying who will win. I'm just saying don't sleep on 50 hits. Even 50 mixtapes got hits that people love. Come on now. Where y'all at? The conversation is crazy. Also, let me know some of the songs that would ether the person that you say will lose. So if you picked 50 Cent, name a song that 50 Cent could go up against Lil Wayne that will beat him in that round. And if you voted Lil Wayne, pick a song that Wayne would have against a 50 song that will beat him in a round. That's important. Don't just vote You got to know what you're talking about. See, I'm not trying to have the most votes on a poll. I'm trying to see who really would feel the way that they feel about this versus battle. Let me read some of y'all comments real quick. Let's see. He said, get rich or die trying is better than any Lil Wayne, and 50 got classic mixtapes just like Lil Wayne. Oh, man. He said he got too many bullet wounds. The Islamic said 50 could go through his whole library and Wayne just got to do a couple songs from the Carter and destroy Curtis. Oh, man. You think it's that bad for 50? It can't be that bad for 50. What y'all got on 50, man? Oh, Nick, yo, Willie, what are you doing, Willie? Willie just sent another 55 in the cat. Willie, what are you doing, Willie? Who do you work for, Willie? Why are you doing this, Willie? Yo. Shout out to Willie for the 55 in the cat. What are you doing, bro? See, now I got to give back to the community. I got to give back to the community some way, somehow. Gratitude, my guy. Gratitude. Much love, brother. You ain't got to do it. Ain't nobody got to do it. Y'all ain't got to do that, man. Y'all ain't got to do that. But damn. I'm a pray. I could drop a thug tear. Holy. Let's see what else y'all got, man. Wayne got that off the top of the dome talent, and not that 50 doesn't, but nowhere near as good. My nigga said the block is hot. How to rob. Okay, grits and gravy. Knockout said only punch line I remember from 5th is I love you like a fat kid loves cake. LR, what's going on? He said Wayne getting 50 out of here. I was arguing with the channel yesterday about this. I'll put the Carter 2 against. Okay. Get rich or die trying. All right. Joe Burrow said, and the club is bigger than any Lil Wayne song, and they still played on everybody's birthday. Oh, in the club. Okay. Well, see, this is what I'm saying. The poll is going. It's going one way right now. Lil Wayne is up 80% to 20%, man. I'm telling you, people don't got faith in 50, fam. Y'all ain't got faith in 50. Y'all like 50. What happened? I thought y'all niggas be watching Power and BMF every goddamn week. Damn. All right, I'm going to wait for 2 more votes. And I'm going to close it out. We already know where this is going, though. We already know who's about to win this shit. 2 more votes and I'm going to close the poll out. Holy. Wayne is a staple in the industry. What 50 mixtapes better than no ceilings? Oh, shit. I don't know. This is a conversation. Hold on. Let me use a lifeline. I'm going to use my lifeline real quick. One lifeline. I got to call this guy because this is a G-Unit connoisseur, and I'm going to ask him who he thinks. The person who is a G-Unit connoisseur has to pick 50, right? Let's see if he answers. Answer. Come on, fool. Don't do this to me now. I think this nigga sleep. He might be taking a nap.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I'm going to call him again just to be annoying, just to see if he answers. He got to answer the question. I got to answer the one question.
Hey, bro, I'm dropping an order. Can you text me?
Oh, okay. I just have one question. Who win in the versus battle? 50 Cent or Lil Wayne?
Huh?
Who gonna win in the versus battle? 50 Cent or Lil Wayne? You're live on the air. Let me know.
Oh, Lil Wayne.
Oh shit, he said Lil Wayne. He said Lil Wayne. Oh.
I love 50. I love 50, but Weezy, bro. Come on now.
Oh man, we got all right. That's gonna close out the poll. We already got it. All right, nigga, get back to what you're doing. I'm gonna hit you later. All right, fam. Well, there you have it. Lil Wayne takes the poll. Pause. It was already said and done, but I had to call my man Food, because when I tell you he's a G-Unit guy. Like, if he had the choice, he would have joined G-Unit back in the day. So to hear him say that Lil Wayne is taking it, no questions, no hesitation, I can't do nothing but yield, man. I can't do nothing but yield. Lil Wayne, I mean, if anything, it'll be an amazing versus battle to watch. I want it to happen. I think it should happen for the sake, because too many niggas with egos don't want to do it. And we've already had some great artists go up and do versus battles. Great OG artists, great new artists. We need this battle. And I feel like it should be done in a stadium just to give people a great concert as well. I feel like it should be some great competition behind it. Niggas should be talking they shit. But at the end of the day, it's going to be a win. A big win. Just like the Locks and Dipset. That was a big win for hip hop. When I tell you the energy, it was unmatched. Till this day, I don't think there was a more energy-driven versus battle since the Locks and Dipset. When I tell you I felt like I was in the building and all I was doing was sitting in this room with the speakers on, I felt like I was there. We need it for the culture, man. I back that. And if it does happen, shit, fuck it. I'll take the copyright strike. We going live to watch that shit, nigga. I wanna watch it with y'all. So with that being said, GMS fam, the Green Room, it's been a dope Sunday show. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow as well. We gonna have a show tomorrow too. Don't get it mistaken. All right? We gonna do it the right way. So what I need y'all to do is make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. All right? Hit the Cash App. Matter of fact, I don't know. Willie already did it enough. I don't think y'all should donate to the Cash App at all. I think Willie took care of everybody today. So shout out to Willie for the Cash Apps today, man. I appreciate you, fam. I really do, man. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting the show, man, supporting the channel. Much love to you, man. I appreciate you. GMS fam, make sure you tap in with me in the comments when the live is over, man, and help the algorithms help push this show out to the right ears, the right eyes and ears. That's what we want. We want more people to keep that green mind state. We want more of y'all to get this info and to have a good, entertaining time, good conversations, good laughs, good smiles, good content. That's all we want to do over here, man. No gimmicks, no bullshit. Just good conversation, man. So GMS fam, the Green Room, I thank y'all, man. Make sure you shout out everybody make sure you shout out where you're from, and I'm gonna make sure I shout you out in the comment section, man. GMS fam, the Green Room. Really, I've been sitting here talking and trying to wait for the music to start because for some reason, there we go. My shit has been taking forever. You see how I did it right on cue, right when I said that? It's only God. Only God. That's divine timing right there. GMS fam, the Green Room. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on me. I'll see y'all niggas tomorrow. Make sure y'all support the other entities, 3Gs, all that good shit. GMS fam, the Green Room. We out.